And in the way that things are, Mayawati is not close to Akhilesh. Rahul Gandhi and Akhilesh, aren't really talking about an alliance either. Do you accept the assessment of Sanjay Kumar and Yashwant Deshmukh that as things stand, it's the BJP that has the edge in Uttar Pradesh?
Well, let's look at the BJP's edge. The BJP's edge means that the 1 crore jobs that they promised by June in Uttar Pradesh are not delivered. Dead bodies floating in Ganga and Yamuna and by the side, not recognized. Teachers dead, more than 1,600, not recognized. Journalists put in jail. People in civil society put in jail. Yogi's leadership is an ego ride that just dashed in Delhi today. And Mr. Modi's leadership is about saving his image. After what happened in Didi O Didi, Bengal, Yogi is going to fall flat because people...
No, but a lot of this, Ghanshyam Tiwari, with respect, is political rhetoric. Elections are about arithmetic, they're about numbers. And the reality of Uttar Pradesh politics as it stands at the moment, Samajwadi Party, BSP, RLD fighting separately don't seem to be able to pose a threat to the BJP of Modi, Yogi and Shah.
Well, let's differentiate elections from a reality show. If people are saying that governance is rhetoric, then what is the democracy about? If journalists could be put in jail and it would be called rhetoric, if people could be led to die and it would be called rhetoric, if teachers could be allowed to die and it would be called rhetoric, then what is politics? If you have a person who as a mission of statecraft, divides society continuously, the farmers in Western Uttar Pradesh are camping every day. This government has not responded. In 2022, Mr. Modi's mascot is diminished. He's seen as an incompetent prime minister leading an incompetent government, and Yogi never had a chance, never had a ride on governance. He is a Hindutva leader who terrorizes people. So clearly, BJP has nothing to show except their brand of hate politics.
Anila Singh, Ghanshyam Tiwari and the opposition will count on anger, they'll count on anti-incumbency, they'll reflect on what happened in West Bengal and say Kolkata's results are proof that Modi, Shah and Yogi are not invincible and that the opposition has a chance because anger has built up against the BJP and 2022 is not 2019.
Rahul, this is nothing more than wishful thinking of opposition, especially if I talk about Samajwadi Party's leader Akhilesh Yadavji. He is sitting at home very calmly, very happily playing tennis in between tweeting about the political scenario or COVID scenario of Uttar Pradesh. So let me tell Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari ji, we are talking about Uttar Pradesh, a place which is so much vibrant about the politics, I can say. And the people living in a village, a common rickshaw puller, even he understands politics very, very well. So if we talk about the COVID situation right now, you are thinking that you are going to gain any sort of political points out of it, then I am going to say you are sadly mistaken. Or if we talk about the farmers' agitation, you're going to gain anything out of it, then again you are sadly mistaken. So the farmers, they say, okay, fine, if we have got some problem with Bharatiya Janata Party, why Samajwadi Party, Congress or BSP are jumping in between? What these political parties did for us? And the answer is nothing, big zero. Like we have got many things to show. Yes, we did this for the farmers. And if you talk about the COVID situation, what Mr. Akhilesh Yadav was doing? Nothing. What Mrs. Vadra was doing? Nothing. And Mayawati ji, I mean, we don't know where she is. I had asked one of her supporters that have you filed FIR? I mean, we haven't seen her since long.
Okay, Sharat Pradhan, so what's your reading of the state of play? Does the BJP have the